Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at Uolo. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.uolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at YOLO_app. I'm eagerly looking forward to all your submissions right after this class.
Hey there, kids. Welcome back. I hope you all are doing well and you had a look at the submission video and it made sense to you on how to go ahead and make all of your submissions. So let's get started with today's class. So firstly, let's discuss about what we did in the previous class. In the previous class, we went ahead and did a little bit of fruits. We went ahead and drew some fruits out, after which we went ahead and colored them and outlined them with our sketch pen. So we used crayons or color pencils, whichever you used. We went ahead and, colored them in beautifully, and then we went ahead and outlined them. We did 4 fruits in total, and I'm so happy with how each one of you did in the last class. You all did a beautiful, wonderful job, and I hope you all have gone ahead and made your submissions for that class. So in today's class, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to continue with the same theme of coloring and drawing, but in today's class what we're going to be working with is we're going to be working with vegetables, sorry. So we're going to be working with vegetables, and we're going to learn how to go ahead and do 4 vegetables in total. Now, if you are, a little sad that you didn't go ahead and get to finish, and do more fruits, don't worry about it. In the next class, we're going to go ahead and learn how to paint a few fruits. So stay tuned for that class because, obviously I want you to attend all of the classes and learn more, right? So keep that in mind that in the next class, we're going to obviously be going ahead and doing a little bit more fruits, but this time we're going to change it up to painting. So for now, let's get started with this class where we're going to learn how to do 4 vegetables, and we're going to do the same thing of coloring and outlining. So let's get started. Couple of things to keep in mind. One is I want you to go ahead and follow neatly, thoroughly. If you feel like anywhere you're making any mistakes, take your time and do it. I'm going to keep waiting for you in the middle, taking pauses so that you go ahead and do a neat job. If you do a neat job, then you won't have to do any work later, and whatever you've gone ahead and done in today's class, that itself you have to click and put it up as your submission. So very simple. Try to do as neat of a job as you can for this class. Second thing I want you to keep in mind that if you've gone ahead and attended all of your classes, and if you're going ahead and making all of your submissions, by the end of the 8th class, you're going to go ahead and get a certificate, which I want all of you to go ahead and get. So just keep that in mind. Try to do a neat job. The third thing that I wanted to remind you about was that I want you to go ahead and be and do a beautiful job so that you get picked part of that top 10 that I'm going to go ahead and select, right? So we're going to have a top 10 wherein I'm going to go ahead and pick whoever's done the best job. So I want you to be selected as part of that top 10. So please go ahead and make your submissions and do a wonderful, beautiful job, because I want it to be hard for me to pick. I don't want it to be super easy wherein there are only few submissions and I know who all the top 10 are. Yeah. So come on, let's get started and do a neat job. So first thing, like we always need in each of our classes, is a sheet of paper. This is a sketchbook that I have here, or a drawing book. So if you have a sketchbook or a drawing book, then you can 100% go ahead and take the same thing. I think something like that would work wonderfully for this class. If you don't have a sketchbook or a drawing book, then you can definitely go ahead and take a sheet of paper that is unruled. If you don't have a sheet of paper that is unruled, then an A4 size sheet of paper would also work. So take anything of that sort for you to go ahead and start with today's class. The next thing that you will obviously need is a pencil. I want you to have a pencil with you so that you can go ahead and draw your drawings. That is very, very important. So have a pencil with you. The third thing that you need for today's class is going to be a scale or a ruler. That's basically going to be needed to go ahead and divide your page into two parts. So a ruler is very, very much needed. Then the fourth thing that you need for today's class is going to be crayons. Now in the last class as well, I showed you this set of crayons that I have. I'm using the Dom's color crayons, and these are wax crayon and they come in a set of 12. You can see here I have pink, peach, yellow, red, orange, brown, green, dark green, light blue, dark blue, purple, and black. Now if you don't have these colors in a whole crayon set, then that is completely okay. You can go ahead and grab any soft pastels, oil pastel, color pencil, anything that you have that you can go ahead and color with. So just try to have a similar range of colors. If you don't have any colors, don't worry about it. It's completely okay. But this would be a kind of color set that you would need. The next thing that you will go ahead and need is a black marker. So any black marker or a sketch pen would work for this. This is basically only needed for you to go ahead and do an outline right at the end, because you know you want to go ahead and do your drawing coloring, and to make it beautiful and neat, you can go ahead and outline it with your sketch pen. So first thing that we're going to go ahead and do in today's class is we're going to go ahead and divide a sheet of paper into half. Now you always know that we go ahead and do so. So grab your scale and take your pencil and go ahead and divide your sheet into half. And you can see I've just done a simple standing line. Mine has become a little slanting, as you can see, but that's completely okay. That is very irrelevant or unimportant in this class. Just go ahead and divide your sheet into half. I'm going to wait for a second so that you can go ahead and do so. If any of you haven't grabbed any of your materials and still don't have it, and hence you haven't gone ahead and drawn the line, no problem. I'm waiting for you. Grab all your materials and let's get started. Okay, I think everybody has their materials. Everybody's divided their sheet into half. So let's go. So we're going to go ahead and start our drawing. The first drawing and the first fruit that we're going, sorry, not first fruit, the first vegetable that we're going to be going ahead and drawing for today is going to be a mushroom. That's what we're going to be drawing. I feel like everybody normally ends up drawing carrots and, you know, peas and all of that, but I don't want to draw that today. Today, I want to teach you how to go ahead and draw a mushroom. So let's start with the mushroom. So grab your pencil. The first thing we're going to do with the mushroom is we're going to go ahead and draw an oval like so. This is going to be the first step that you have to go ahead and do, drawing an oval. Once you're done with this oval, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to draw another oval, and that's going to be around this oval. So you can see very, very simply, once this oval was done, around this, I've gone ahead and done another oval. So I'm going to just play that back for you one more time so that you can understand. So this is the main oval. On the top half, leaving a little bit of a gap, I'm going to go ahead and draw the second oval. So starting somewhere here is going to be my oval. Very good. Now, if you've made any mistakes with this, no problem. Just go ahead and erase it and correct it out. No problem if you've made a mistake. Okay, perfect. Everybody's done a good job. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start from one tip and move to the other tip and draw sort of like a mountain coming on top. So have a look at how I do it. Starting from one end, we're going to go up, mountain and back. So that's going to be your step number 3. So that was fairly easy. I think all of you know how to do like a pointy mountain. So I'm going to wait. Try not to make it too pointy on top. You don't want to make it pointy whatsoever. Just want to do a simple curve like that. Perfect. I think everybody's done a wonderful job. And the last step of the mushroom drawing is going to be to go ahead and draw the lines of the mushroom. So inside here that you see right here, we're going to go ahead and draw a few lines. We're going to do straight lines going from the middle to the outside. So have a look at how you do that. So from inside to outside, inside to outside, inside to outside. Perfect. That was so easy, wasn't it? How easy was that to draw? Drawing a mushroom, it's very simple and it's not hard at all. And I hope you found that easy to do. All right. I think everybody's done a very good job. Now, the next step, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and start coloring. So before we start coloring, I'm going to wait for a second so that if any of you have made any mistakes, please go ahead and correct it out immediately so that once we start coloring, you don't have to go back and erase because it'll be hard for you to do so. All right, good. Everybody has done a wonderful job. So let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and take the first color that we need for our coloring. That color is going to basically be brown color. So we're going to be taking brown color first. Oh, sorry, I've gone ahead and taken the peach first and I'm going to go ahead and do the inside part of it first. So I'm going to show you where we do the peach color. So here, we're going to go ahead and do the peach color inside this. That's the only part that's going to be peach. So taking my peach color and coloring that whole part in. Now, like I've always told you, take your time to go ahead and do your coloring. Don't do fast. Take your time, be nice, easy, neat while going ahead and doing so. Like this. Isn't that looking beautiful? So try to be as neat and easy with it. Don't try to rush into it. Try not to go outside your lines. Do it as neatly as you can. Good job. I think everybody's done a wonderful job. And now the next color that I'm going to be taking is brown, and I'm going to do brown in the other two sections. So the top section and the bottom section. So slowly, again, take your time while coloring it in. Don't worry. Don't try to do it too fast. It's completely all right for you to go ahead and do it slowly. So you can see how beautiful and neat that's looking. It's looking so pretty. And there I have my top part finished. I'm now going to go ahead and do the bottom part. Perfect. So now I have the coloring of my mushroom done. So here you can see how the top and the middle bottom part are both brown in color and the center part is peach. This is how your mushroom should be looking. So I'm going to wait for a second. If anybody has not finished it up, please go ahead and finish it up before we start outlining. Okay, good. Everybody's done a wonderful job. So let's start outlining now. I want you to go ahead and grab that black marker and I want you to start outlining. Even while outlining, make sure you take your time to go ahead and do it. Don't rush into it. Be as neat as you can. There you see, that's looking beautiful, doesn't it? And there we have our mushroom ready. I hope you've all done a wonderful job in doing this. I think it's all looking very pretty for everybody. Yep. So I'm going to wait for a second. Again, if you've gone ahead and make any mistakes at this point of time, don't worry about it. Just go ahead and correct it out right now. I'm going to wait for you while you do so. Good. Everybody's mushroom is looking beautiful. Wonderful job. All right, so since everybody's done such a good and beautiful job, let's move on to the next vegetable for the day. Now, like I told you, we're not going to be doing the basic vegetables for today. We're going to be doing some different vegetables. So can anybody guess the next vegetable that we're going to be doing for today? Okay, did anybody say radish? Yes. Okay, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going ahead and doing a radish. The radish that I'm going to be doing ahead and doing is a purple radish, and it's a small purple radish. If you go ahead and do the same color in pink, then it look like a beetroot. So both of the shape is same and it's very easy to go ahead and draw. So let's get started with this. Grab your pencil. And the first thing that we're going to do is a simple curve like that. So you can see it was a very easy curve that I have gone ahead and done. So if you've attended the class wherein we've gone ahead and done the cherries, that is all of the fruit ones, then we've done the cherries and we have done the orange, and there's always a small curve like that, right? So that is the curve we've gone ahead and drawn right here. The next step, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do a curve on the side like so. So you can see I went ahead and did a curve like this, and then I started from the bottom and did a curve like this, and I left this whole gap empty. So I'm going to show you that one more time so that you understand it a bit better. So curve, then the side curve, and then the side curve. So this is how it should be looking. You should have come close over here, but not go ahead and join them. So I'm going to wait while you go ahead and do this shape. No problem if it's become a little too narrow, little fat, all that is fine. No fruit or vegetable in, nature is perfectly shaped a certain way. They all have a little here and there shapes, which is completely all right. Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to join that portion and make it pointy. Like that. That's it. So you can see I've made it a little long, but I've made it pointy. Good. Everybody's done a wonderful job, looking neat. Yes. So now what we're going to do is we've gone ahead and drawn the main part of the vegetables. Now we have to go ahead and draw the leaf part of the vegetable. So we're going to go ahead and do a few lines just coming out from the center here and there. So it doesn't have to be a particular shape or anything. Just make sure that you've gone ahead and done a few starting from here, and then it's going out wherever it wants to. Once you've done that, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to add the leaf structure on top. Now here, if you remember from the first class, we learned how to go ahead and do some wiggly leaves. That's exactly what I'm going to be doing here. Just going wiggly, 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 and back. That's all the shape that we're going to be working with. So see, simple, very, very nice, easy, wiggly, wiggly, wiggly shape and back. And here you can add as many wiggly shapes as you like. If you feel like you don't want to add too many wiggly shapes and you want to add less wiggly shapes, that's completely up to you. If you feel like you're having a hard time drawing the wiggly shape for the leaf, that is okay. You can go ahead and draw any other shape of leaf also. That is also completely fine. Good. I think everybody's gone ahead and done their leaves and it's looking very, very nice and beautiful. I'm going to again wait just for a second so that, if anybody's made a mistake, they can go ahead and correct it out, because the next step is going to be going ahead and doing your coloring. Okay, good. Everybody's done a wonderful job. So the color that I'm picking up now is purple. As you can see, it's violet, and I'm going to go ahead and color this portion out. If you feel like you don't want to go ahead and take violet and you want to go ahead and make it a beetroot and you want to take red in color, then you can definitely go ahead and do the same. I want to make it a purple radish, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Again, while coloring, try to be as neat as you can. Try not to rush into it or try not to do it fast, so that which will make you end up making a mistake. You don't want to make any mistakes, right? So you can see slowly going all over, doing the edges very neatly and nicely. Perfect, see, so easy. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and start doing the top green part, all of the leaves. Now here you can go ahead and take light green or dark green. That's completely up to you. No problem on which green you want to go ahead and take. I'm going to be going ahead and taking light green to color this in. So again, try to be as neat as you can. Try not to rush. Do it slowly, do it neatly. And there I have my coloring done. So you can see I've gone ahead and done the beetroot part if you're doing a beetroot, or the radish part if you're doing a radish, and then the green part of it, whether you've done light green or dark green, whichever is completely fine. But I've gone ahead and done that. Once you're done with this, we're going to go ahead and start outlining with the sketch pen. Take your time to go ahead and again outline with the sketch pen. You don't want to hurry or anything. Try to be as neat as you can. And here you can see I'm adding another step. I'm going to go ahead and add in some dotted or broken lines over here to give that look. Have you ever seen that there'll be a few cracks on either a radish or a beetroot or a carrot or anything? That's what I'm adding it here. It's some broken lines that I'm adding in with the sketch pen. And that is your finished vegetable. So now here, if you don't want to add in those lines, that's completely okay. That's completely up to you to go ahead and do. Don't worry about it if you don't want to add it in. That's completely your choice. Okay, good. Everybody's done a neat and beautiful job. Well done. So now since everybody's gone ahead and finished this, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next vegetable of the day. The next vegetable of our class today is going to go ahead and be broccoli. Instead of drawing the whole broccoli, we're going to just draw a small bit of the broccoli. So let's get started with that. So first thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and take a fresh sheet of paper. That's what I'm going ahead and doing right now. And then we're going to go ahead and take our scale and pencil like we normally do. And we're going to divide our sheet into half. That's it. So you can see I've divided my sheet into half. So I'm going to wait for you just in case you haven't gone ahead and divided or you don't have your materials with you. Just go ahead, grab your scale, your pencil and divide your sheet into half. Okay, perfect. So let's get started with the broccoli that we're going to be drawing next. So for the broccoli, we're going to take our pencil and just draw a simple sleeping line over there. So you can see it was a short sleeping line. It was not a long sleeping line, a nice, simple, short sleeping line. Once you're done with that simple short sleeping line, we're going to go ahead and draw a line going up on one side and up on the other side. As you can see, very simple, up on one side, up on the other side. The next step is going to go ahead and draw a few lines in the center of it, like so. After which we're going to go ahead and add some cloud shapes. All of you must already know how to draw clouds, so we're just going to go ahead and draw many clouds. So just see how I'm doing one cloud over another, one more cloud over another, one more cloud over another. So So you can see so easily I've gone ahead and drawn lots and lots of clouds. Yeah, that's it. So that is your broccoli drawing. I'm just going to wait for a second just in case some of you are still drawing your clouds shape that you're going ahead and drawing. Take your time. Don't worry about it. You don't have to rush with it. Just go ahead and simply go ahead and draw it out. Well done. Everybody's done a beautiful, beautiful job. So now since everybody's done, we're going to go ahead and move on to the coloring bit of today's broccoli part of it. Now, if you've made any mistakes, correct it out again because you won't be able to erase after this. The first color that I'm going to go ahead and take is going to be light green. I'm going to take the light green and do the bottom part of it light green. Once you're done with the bottom part being light green, the next color that I'm going to go ahead and take is dark green, and I'm going to go ahead and do all of the bushy parts dark green. If you've ever seen a broccoli, that's how it normally is. The bottom stalk of it will be light green, but the top part of it will always be a darker green, right? If it's yellow, you know you don't want to eat the broccoli because it's probably spoiled or it's become dry. But if it's a nice dark green color, you know that you want to go ahead and eat it. So that's what we're trying to draw or color over here. We want to draw a nice healthy looking broccoli. So take your time to go ahead and color it in. All of them are going to be dark green. So it's okay if you overlap one on top of the other, that's completely fine. So this is how your broccoli should be looking. Once you're done with drawing and coloring your broccoli in this manner, like always, we're going to go ahead and take a sketch pen and outline the whole thing out. Take your time to go ahead and outline it. No problem if you need to take a little bit of extra time, because you know this is going to be like each small cloud indentation that is there. You want to go ahead and do it neatly. And there you can see we have such a beautiful broccoli ready. So easy and so nice that was to go ahead and draw. I hope you enjoy doing that. So I'm just going to wait for a second just in case you've missed out anything, anywhere you have some missed spots that you haven't gone and colored. No problem. Take your time to go ahead and do it right away, so then we can move on to the next one. While whoever has to finish it up is thinking about, like, you know, what they have to go ahead and do, everybody, can you guess what the next vegetable for today's class is going to be? Okay, the next vegetable for today's class is going to go ahead and be a brinjal or an aubergine or an eggplant. So all of them have different names in different things, but this is going to be the one that we're going to be drawing. We're going to be drawing an eggplant. So let's get started with that. So grab your pencil, and now we're going to go ahead and start by drawing a leaf kind of structure like this. So you can go see what I've basically done. I have started and done pointy, 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 and back. So I'm just going to show you that one more time. See, so simple, just simple points. So just go ahead and do that. Yep, everybody's done a wonderful job. Good. Now we're going to go ahead and draw the stalk part of it. So two standing line up and one sleeping line right there. So that is what you wanted to go ahead and draw. So everybody hopefully is at this step. Yes, everybody is. Yep, good. Everybody is at this step. So the next thing that we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and draw the body of the brinjal. So we're going to go ahead and do simple oval attaching up. So start from one side, do an oval and attach it back up. It's okay if you've made the shape a little different from, you know, what it is showing in mind. If you've drawn a small one, a big one, long, short, anything, completely fine. Don't worry about it. I have no problems if you've made a little bit of a difference. Good. Everybody's done a wonderful job. Now I'm going to wait for a second over here just in case someone has, missed out on any part. Go ahead and correct it out right now because we're going to go ahead and start coloring. Good. Everybody's done a neat job. The first color that we're going to go ahead and take for your brinjal is purple again. So take your purple and go ahead and start coloring the inside part of your brinjal. So try to be neat and nice, especially inside those pointy parts like I'm doing right now. Be careful, use the pointed edge of your color so that you can go ahead and do it neatly. As you can see, looking so nice and beautiful. Once you're done with this, I'm going to go ahead and do the top part. Now the top part, you can either take light green or dark green. Here I'm going ahead and taking dark green and I'm doing the top part coloring. Again, be nice and neat while doing this. Don't try to do it dirtily or, not nicely. Just go ahead and take your time while coloring it out. Once you're doing it nicely and neatly, the last step is going to go ahead and be drawing the outline of it. So I'm going to go ahead and take my black marker and I'm outlining it out. And there we have our brinjal ready. How easy and simple was that to go ahead and do? Very, very easy, right? Okay, so I'm going to wait for a second again before, I end today's class. Just have a look at this. If you made any mistakes, go ahead and please correct it out before we move on. All right, good. Everybody's pictures looking beautiful and nice, which I am so glad and happy about. All right, so everybody's done a wonderful and neat job, which I am very, very, very happy with. So a couple of things again to keep in mind. One is I hope you go ahead and make the submission of this class. Make sure to go ahead and click a picture right after. If you made any mistakes, any gaps here and there, go ahead, correct it out, take a picture and upload it. I'm going to show you the submission video once again. So, you understand how to go ahead and do it. So make sure one is that. Second thing is in the next class, we're going to go ahead and do some finger painting. So we're going to go ahead and do some finger painting and we're going to learn how to do fruits again. So make sure you attend that class, because if you attend that class, then what is going to happen is you're going to attend all of the classes and you're going to learn how to use different mediums with different topics. So I hope you attend the next class as well. Bye bye for now. Have a look at the submission video now. Bye.
Hi everyone, we are excited to have you here in today's fun-filled learning session at Uolo. Here is a quick look at how you can submit your work after the class. As a first step, go to live.uolo.com. You can use any browser to access this site. On this page, you will see a list of all our classes. Scroll down and you can see the Submit Your Work button. And then you will see a list of the classes that you've last attended, which could, for example, show the dance or craft or science experiment classes you've attended recently. Next, it will show you the list of children whose names are registered in this mobile number. Choose your name from this list to submit your work. For instance, if you are Satvik Kumar, choose that name. And then choose the class for which you would like to make your submission. For example, if you've attended the New Year's Masquerade Party session and you'd like to make the submission for this class, click on the Submit Your Work button below that. And then upload the photo you've taken. Choose the image from your phone and click Submit. You can scroll down and view all your past submissions and see how many of your friends or peers have liked your work. You can also see others' work and like their work to inspire your friends. If you want to showcase your work on social media, that too is very simple. Click on Share, copy the link and post it on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform of your choice. Just a tiny reminder, your submission looks a lot better if you could click a photo in the landscape mode rather than the portrait mode. Do not forget to tag us at Uolo_app. I'm eagerly looking forward to all your submissions right after this class.